It's actually pretty quite Samus favored, I'd say.
Yeah, he can kind of climb them with like up airs and stuff like that, but for the most part, yeah, it's definitely tougher.
And then you've also got the mix-ups with Samus's bomb, so that's gonna,
That's right as well.
as we
He
just
can
saw there, literally in the
slip and
first
slide. Yeah, slip and slide around
5
the
seconds of the
platform.
game.
Mm.
Yeah, and we're literally just seeing everything that I said could come into play here from the Samus play, from Bengus here. Just really good use of the platforms, using the movement to the advantage. But then again, as we're seeing here, Pit's neutral can just sometimes stuff that out. So it's gonna be an interesting match.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. A big thing with Samus, I think, in this matchup is getting out a disadvantage in general, because the disadvantage has always been kind of poor just because she's so floaty and she kind of struggles to land. So if Seal can keep juggling Samus with the use of up air, should be all right for him, and it's going pretty well for him at the moment, although it's fairly even. But it's not, he's not falling behind. But I wouldn't be surprised to see either of these players take it. They're both really, really solid. We haven't had Seal compete in quite a while, so it's good to see him back.
Yeah, great. I mean, it's always nice to see a kind of a Pit/Dark Pit player, because I feel like there's not many of them. So
yeah, for sure.
It's just nice to see. Because like, like you see all the kind of, you see a lot of zoners, you see a lot of Samus, especially in the EU. But you rarely see kind of like Pit and these other kind of more obscure, kind of slightly lower on the tier list kind of characters.
Yeah, yeah, Pit. I feel like a lot of like newer players start liking Pit just because he makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? He's not.
Yeah.
He just kind of does what you want him to do. So I feel like
it's very similar to Ike in that way, in the fact that it's a very, your game plan isn't too complicated.
Yeah, he just kind of he just does things that make sense, you know. Like you push forward and like A, and he does a move that's directly in front of him and stuff like that. Like, you know, there's some characters that don't really make sense in a few ways like that. Like even Captain Falcon as an example. When you like up an A with him, he does a move that's still like in front of him, and that doesn't make sense to me, you know. Like when I was a new player, I was like, why aren't I doing a move that's like an anti-air? I'm still doing a move that hits in front of me. But with Pit, he's like, yeah, he kicks above him, you know.
That was a great edge guard.
Yeah, that's a really nice edge guard. Seal is doing really nice right now. Bengus is struggling.
This is kind of like what I was saying. Like when Pit has a lead, it can actually be really cool to come back, because they just play neutral so solidly.
Yeah,
that, you know,
especially for a character like Samus, you know. Because Samus doesn't have any crazy comeback like potential. She doesn't have any mad combos. She has like a few charge shots into other moves, but she doesn't have any mad strings that will like, you know. I mean, I have seen Bengus take KP stock at 20% before, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right, yeah.
It's not out of
character. Mean, if you get like a really good ledge trap going, or if you get like a really good charge shot read, then that can definitely change the momentum of the game. But
yeah,
it can be kind of difficult for Samus. But
yeah, I do feel like Bengus needs to work on his ledge trapping a little bit more, because when I see a player like Rambos play, Rambos literally does not let up on that ledge, and like it looks impossible to get off. Like I'm not sure what the opponent is supposed to do, but it feels like Bengus drops a couple of bombs, then throws a missile out, which isn't particularly useful, and then just kind of lets them get back on. So I think, especially in a matchup like this where you're not gonna be winning the neutral too heavily, because obviously Pit is decently fast, but also has a reflector, don't forget. So if you want to camp with charge shot, it's not necessarily that useful.
No, and it can be really difficult.
And a projectile of his own as well. Let's not forget.
Yeah, I'm actually really liking the Dark Pit choice here. And
oh my god, that looks so wacky.
Just straight up drop down from the platform, down smash, use the invincibility to your advantage.
Yeah, why not?
Really good. But I think the Dark Pit choice is really good here, because those kind of more forceful arrows, like they kind of beat out charge shot better. They are more likely to gimp Samus off stage at a low percent.
Yeah.
And they're just really good in neutral, because Samus hasn't got the best mobility aerial. Like she has those mix-ups and stuff, but because she's floaty,
she's floaty.
Exactly.
You don't need to be able to do the the whip round and all that sort of thing. You can just kind of shoot them forwards, and she doesn't have many ways of dodging around them, sort of.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah. So I think the Dark Pit was a good play here.
I think so as well.
But yeah, like, as we saw in that game, though, a solid 3 stock just because
Nearly a 3 stock.
Seal using. Oh, sorry, yeah, not quite a 3 stock. JV.
JV, let's go.
JV. No, just because of Pit's really solid neutral, just kind of suffocating, really.
Yeah, for sure. And that is kind of what we were pointing out before the set started. Is you kind of need to. But we thought, to be fair, I thought that Bengus would be hiding a lot more than he is, but he's playing a little more aggressive than I expected. I thought he'd be playing a lot more campy, a lot more difficult to. Ooh, that was a re-grab. I feel like Bengus might be able to get a little bit more out of that.
Interesting down tilt there. At low percent. Okay, but it seems to work out.
Well, that's from Seal.
But yeah, kind of like that was a strange approach from Bengus there, just kind of jumping. Kind of straight in with charge shot.
Yeah, I mean, so Bengus can play his charge shot kind of weirdly, but sometimes it does work out. I've seen him do some mad things with his charge shot, and it's been really cool sometimes. Like he's gone for charge shot like when they're hanging on ledge into like dash attack. It was a really weird option. Like if you watch it back, it's like, why would he do that? But it actually makes sense in context.
Yeah, it can be really good, like to mix up those kind of timings and stuff, because sometimes you just don't expect it, and you get a really early stock from it, like almost like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, just barely missing the dash attack, because that definitely would have killed her at ledge. Oh, using the super armor from the side B.
Well,
wow.
Was that
that was
smash?
The weirdest clank.
Yeah, that was so strange. That was such a weird clank. I've never seen that before.
Clanking in this game is very strange.
Yeah,
nice grab.
In Smash in general, you know, it's just so whack to see.
Yeah. Looking a lot more even this game.
Definitely, yeah. Seal is kind of feeling the pit problem, which is no real strong ways to set up kills some of the time. You kind of just have to get a raw hit. Oh, nice back air there.
Yeah, and then there's the nice back air, the classic.
The classic commentator.
Haha.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so they caught the DI in there, so gonna definitely get that up there afterwards. Just missing the early percent combo. But Bengus is playing really well here. He's just kind of like I wouldn't say he's playing more aggressively, but he's playing advantage to like a lot more now.
Yeah, it feels like he's just it feels like he's just playing more. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like before he was kind of letting Seal kind of run all over him and do whatever he wanted. But now Bengus, it feels like he's getting much more into the game and he's actually like reacting to what Seal is doing rather than just kind of letting him getting away with whatever he wants.
Seal was definitely defining the pace of last game, whereas this time Bengus seems a lot more in control.
Especially this stock. This stock has been pretty like all Bengus so far, to be honest.
Pretty much. I don't think I've seen Seal not be a ledge for like more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. It feels. Oh,
wow,
that was good,
great
good
up
little
tilt.
ledge trap. Yeah, that was good little ledge trap. But like, yeah, you're right. It's like feels like Seal is like barely being able to play neutral. He's been struggling to get out of disadvantage through pretty much the whole stock. Oh, missing that forward air. That's big.
That was really close.
Ooh,
but I don't think Bengus has a jump here, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be dead.
I think that's death. I don't think Bengus is making that. Yeah, Magnet Hands won't save you now. Thanks for the follow, Crazy.
No way.
Thanks for the follow, Crazy Hand. Appreciate seeing you here today.
So it comes down to this kind of like last stock. Will Bengus be able to kind of close it out and take it to game 3, or will Seal kind of play his neutral really well here? I
mean, it's looking pretty even now. Like,
yeah, it's very close now.
Yeah, only a couple of separating the two, I should say.
But we were seeing. I'm wondering if we're going to see Bengus kind of slip back now.
Oh
my god, what a spike!
Oh wow, that was
incredible.
Such a good little slip in there. So nasty from Seal.
Yeah, Seal just catching on to Bengus using the Zair to recover too often. It's